let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Jared.
Jared. How old are you?
I'm 38.
And what do you do?
So I'm a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, and I'm also a baker on the side as well.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
So for fun, love hanging out with friends and family. It could be anything from playing spades to being at a cookout to, at a party. Also love working out. Fitness is very important to me. So those are a couple of things that are important to me that I like having, doing.
Okay, and now what do you look for in a woman?
Honestly, someone who's beautiful inside and out. Someone who has a beautiful heart and amazing character. You always are looking for somebody who's very attractive, but looks feed in your character is who you are at your core.
Right.
Someone who loves a joke, have fun, loves to be around family. Also somebody who loves to work out. Just like I just said, it's important to me. So just someone who I can create a safe space for,
Okay.
to where I feel appreciated, and to also where she can feel like she's being loved correctly.
All right, now what are some deal breakers?
A woman who lacks emotional intelligence, right? At this big grown age, I'm 38. I've been through a fair amount of things, so I just love a woman who's able to communicate how she feels, whether it may be good or bad. Just being able to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So we have not got any pop balloons yet.
Hold on. Before we go any further, what up, YouTube family? It's your boy Henny Knows, and we are back at it again with a brand new video reaction, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for watching all the past videos. I'm not sure if you're a returning subscriber or if you're not even a subscriber. You just gotta hit that like, subscribe, and comment. One of them trees. One of them tree dems. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, the subscribe button, just so I can keep going up. Your boy's trying to be, you know what I mean, be out here in the sixth side trying to do the reactions in them. So yeah, man, support me. But yeah, man, we're back to Arlette, Pop the Balloon, episode 53. I'm caught up. I was behind for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She'd been dropping these Pop the Balloon episodes on a regular basis, but your boys just had this, that, the other going on. Staying busy, you know what I mean, with the kids and everything. So back on YouTube, back on the grind. But let's get back to the video as well. Make sure you subscribe though. Good lineup so far. My guy looks good. No issues so far. Let's see what happens.
So let me hand you a pick. Everybody says this is the hard part, but I'm going to have you pop 3 balloons.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 3.
I already got my ideas, but
This is pressure.
nice for these days. Grace of God. Pop the blonde. I'm sorry. Pop the blonde.
Okay, we'll go right here.
Okay.
How'd I
2
call
more.
it? Told y'all.
And 1 more.
Green. Who else? There's one other. Pop the.
All right, I'm gonna go you. I apologize.
Okay,
sorry,
we'll actually
what
step
you're
down
wearing.
there. You can stay right
Let's
over
see,
here.
let's see what she got
All
to say,
right,
though.
if we can have your name and age.
It's the outfit, the outfit.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, what do you do?
I'm a programming specialist for a sports network. I'm a DJ, designer, Sophia.com, and a music publisher.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon
Good DJ.
unpopped?
I like the way he dressed. He spoke very well, and just wanted to hear him out. So, yeah.
All right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Pants.
Honestly, it was tough. You're beautiful.
Outfit.
Thank you.
I just had to pick 3. The whole panel was amazing.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. We had another one over here. Your
Good answer,
name
good
and
answer,
age.
good answer.
Anita, I'm 37.
And
Love
Anita,
and
what do you
respect.
do?
I'm a contract analyst by day, and I'm a DJ and actress as well.
All right. And so why was your balloon unpopped?
He's attractive, and I liked what he has to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
Once again, I just had to pop 3. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Yeah, I just had to pop somebody. I apologize. Hey.
Thank you.
And then our last one over here, your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
And Nikki, what do you do?
I own a
doesn't
balloon
work.
delivery service.
Coincidence. And so, Nikki, why was your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome, and I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
I just wasn't honestly a fan of the gold in the hair.
OG.
Other than that,
don't like
you're
it?
very, you're
No,
very,
fairy hair.
yeah, you're very attractive. Other
Thank
than
you.
that, yeah. So
I like to sparkle.
Nah, we don't like
Work
it.
it, girl.
Don't like it.
All
We don't like it.
right. So I am now going to have you ask our remaining 6 ladies a question.
Okay. So the first question I had for the remaining ladies is, what's something from your previous relationship that you learned about yourself that you're going to take into your next relationship that make you a better person?
Okay, we'll start here first. Name and age.
Be honest.
Hi, my name is Shahira. I'm 35.
Hopefully.
And Shahira, what do you do?
I am a footwear designer. I have my own footwear brand for women with larger shoe sizes, 9 through 14.
Okay,
Hey,
nice.
got
And
big
you want to
feet?
go ahead and just answer his question?
Vulnerability is the number one thing that I've learned from my past, and just to be more open and communicative about my feelings. I would hold things in, and then it would just, come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship. So now I'm learning to communicate, be honest, be vulnerable, because I want the same in return. So, yeah.
For sure.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
And Janae, what do you do?
I'm a servant of the Lord. So I am a personal assistant. That is what I do right now, currently.
Nice.
Listen, I'm a
And if
servant
you want to
of
go
the
ahead and just answer his
Lord.
question.
Oh,
So what I've learned, I would say I haven't been in a relationship since I've been saved. So now that I'm saved, it's really the Lord who's changed how I have relationships
we gotta understand what you're talking about right here. Let me. I'm gonna break this down, y'all. I'm gonna break this down. I know some of y'all men got it, but
now.
you didn't catch it.
So I would say that what I've
talk about
learned from the Lord is patience, having the fruits of the Spirit, patience, communication, understanding, just allowing someone to just not making assumptions on what they mean. Maybe asking them, what do you mean by that? And just having a heart posture that is good.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna talk about this lady real quick, just because this is a reaction and trying to be more honest these days. You know what I mean? Screw it. I'm trying to be more honest. Lady says she's 33. Hold on, just so you don't see my big ass head here. Y'all can see her. Lady says she's 33. She is saved by the Lord. She says, since I've been saved, there has been no relationships. That's key. These are key things. So this means she was saved late. She was probably saved recently, probably by her 30s, 29, 28 era, maybe 31. Attractive woman as well. So she's been outside. She's been outside. That's just me being honest. I'm being honest with y'all. You can hate me as much as you like. Got saved for a reason. She was going down a path that she wasn't happy with, and she saved herself. Good. Okay, that's blessed. Never knock anybody that saved herself. My contention is presenting this at your age, talking about I'm saved now, so there's been no relationships. I don't know. As a man, ladies, as you're watching this and maybe you're disagreeing with me, please notice. First time seeing her, I support everybody who's watching this show. If you haven't watched any of my past reactions, you know I'm a simple, nice, good person. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I crack a 1-2 joke, but at the end of the day, I let everybody talk and ride, especially the ladies. If you're going to come here and say you want a man that's 6 foot, this, that, the other, do whatever. You're going to go for it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to diss. But we have to be honest here. This is my brain, and I think a lot of gentlemen's brains, consuming this data and consuming what she's spewing, and this is how we think. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. But let's get back to the reaction, man. I don't want to talk too much for right
Just having a heart posture.
off one team.
My name is Jessica, and I'm 36.
And Jessica, what do you do?
Up, Jessica.
I am artistic director for a dance studio.
Okay.
Okay.
The big
And if
dancer.
you can just answer his question.
Sure. I would say something that I didn't do in my relationship that I'm focused on prioritizing this time around is making sure that I make my significant other the most important person. I think sometimes we
He works
allow
too much.
time to get away from us and devoting too much time to other things, but just prioritizing quality time with that person.
Okay.
She's
All right, your
36.
name
She's
and
been working
age.
crazy.
Katera Wilder, 38, and I'm a biomedical engineer.
Damn. What up, Katera?
Now, Katera, if you can
Good,
go
good.
ahead
I
and
like
answer
her.
his question.
So for my previous relationship, I realized that love isn't enough. I was in a relationship and we loved each other deeply, but we needed more than just that. It needed to make
my dude
sense
was
in
broke.
terms of logistics, like where we lived. It was a long distance relationship.
broke.
And so as much as I want to have a partner, I want someone who's also
She was dating someone broke.
intentional about making sure that they're ready for a relationship, like a marriage.
Okay.
Your name and age.
Liz, I'm 36.
Liz, what do you do?
I'm a business consultant for a software company.
A lot of smart ladies up in here today.
Yeah, like-
All right. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I would say the number one thing that I learned is how to be a better communicator. I would say at times I probably wasn't the best communicator, even little things like if I need more time to think before we have a conversation about an argument we just had, I wasn't the best at communicating that. So I would say
We
how to
argued.
be a better communicator for sure.
And our last lady over
Good
here,
argument.
your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
Natalie, what do you do?
I'm a licensed social worker.
And if you want to answer his question.
The one thing that I would take from my last relationship is that
Me?
I was too forgiving of behaviors and words that were said. So, for instance, you know, if they tell me that they're not ready for a relationship, I need to move on. And in that fact, I was too forgiving, and I would give too many chances to like try and prove myself. And that is one thing that I know that I will be taking on moving forward, to not be so forgiving.
Okay.
Fair.
Let's head on back.
Thank you.
And now, what about for yourself? What's something you learned from your last relationship?
Communication is key. Without communication, the relationship it'll become stagnant, and you really won't know your partner like you should. So communication is key, and that's what I take.
Okay, so you did hear a lot of responses. It's now time
Did.
to pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Listen. Listen.
So we're gonna go down here first.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you pop your 2 first, and then we'll see why.
All right. Sorry.
Okay, and then one more.
I'm mad at that one. I'm not mad at that one. Would I pop? I'll pop the
Yo,
26-year-old.
this is so.
That's just me.
This is.
And also, you see, ladies, see how key it is right now.
Okay.
We're not popping her because she was saved. By the way, this one came out. I didn't pop her because the other lady was saved.
So let's go to the
Fine.
one you ended up popping, and then
Okay.
we'll come back to her. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Physically, I do find him to be attractive. The cliche of I want to hear him out and hear more of what he had to say. But yeah, so that was it, really.
I see. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, you're attractive. You're amazing. I love your answer. But when you started talking, you got the gemstones on your teeth, and I just honestly just wasn't a fan of that.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Hey, to each their own. What can I say?
I like Jeff.
It's there,
I like it.
but I can take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not forever.
Like you put it yourself, or you had to get it like
I
implanted?
put it in my. I implant it.
That's what
No.
I do.
You know, some people actually do that.
If I had to take it off tonight, I could take it off.
Okay,
Yes.
I see. All right. Thank you.
But each their own.
Yeah. And then we did get a pop over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped because I feel like when I was giving my answers, I could tell you were like looking around, trying to figure some things out. So I just didn't feel that connection there when I was answering.
Fair enough.
But you're
Gotcha.
attractive. I love
I
your
appreciate
fit.
it.
Yeah, but just didn't
What's
feel
up,
that
fit? He's
connection.
38.
And now
He's
she's
not worth
someone
it.
that's your type?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Honestly, it's difficult up here, you know, because everybody's attractive. So you're trying to figure something out on the fly, right? So I do apologize for that, but
No,
my
it's okay.
focus was on you.
Oh. Well, thank you. Okay, we now have 4 ladies
all right.
left. Go ahead and ask them another
I'm
question.
hating on her for some reason.
So who is the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him to you?
Okay, let's start their comeback. All right, who's the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him?
It's definitely my father. He is a genuine
figured.
person. He loves my mother. And I just feel like I've seen what it looks like to have a husband who is funny. He
Feel
likes to
good.
have fun.
Yeah,
He was
it's really
actually
good.
at a probate yesterday because he's an alpha. And so he still has fun even in his old age. But he's also serious. And so, yeah, he is my example.
Okay.
Okay, what about
Oh,
over
you like her
here?
answer. Also, she's staring.
I would have to echo her sentiments. My dad is the most important man in my life right now. He is just an extremely unique individual, and he always taught me to always be
Oh, she's gonna
myself
say God.
and to love people.
For sure.
And let's hear
And the
from
one
you
word
over
dollars,
here.
she said
I
God.
would say my grandfather. He's my favorite person in the world. He's so amazing. He just is a provider. He cares about us. He takes care of us. I mean, even now, like, he gets my oil changed. So, like, I'm just used to he's just somebody who he takes care of the household. He takes care of 2 households. So I just love him. Yeah.
You black.
And what about here?
I would say the same. My grandfather, he was so kind, and his love for the Lord was amazing. Like, that's what I strive to be. And he just loved love. He recently passed away the day before Valentine's Day, and it's just so coincidental because, you know, he was just so loving, so kind. He was also a provider. I didn't have to think about anything when I was with my granddad, and he was 95, and
Hey, it was old.
that's exactly the kind of man that I
mean, he
wanted
made
to
it.
marry one day. And he taught me about vulnerability and all that stuff. So I'm a completely different person thanks to my granddad. So
That's a good question. All right, I am gonna have you pop one balloon.
Okay. Go right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why was your balloon unpopped?
I think he's attractive.
Thank you.
You seem well put together and like you have a good head on your shoulder. So that's why I didn't
You
pop.
scared.
And why'd you
You
end up
seem so
popping
nervous.
hers?
The other three ladies, they seem a little bit more outwardly extroverted than you.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why.
It seems like very like.
Yeah.
Now, are you more of an introvert?
I turn both on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's,
I think
it's
at work
tough
she's
up here.
definitely
I get it.
It's all good. Thank you.
Thank you.
extroverted, but
Okay,
Ladies kind of
three
spaces, which is
ladies
fair.
left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. Question would be, if there was one thing your partner could do that'd make you immediately smile and have butterflies in your stomach, what would it be?
Okay, let's go here.
I would say just like small touches, like touch me on my back or, you know, just little things when I'm not expecting it. Just small, like not words of affirmation, but touches of affirmation.
Okay.
What about over here?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Thoughtful gifts. I like thoughtful gifts. They're nice. Yeah.
And over here.
I love to dance, and so I would just love to have a partner while we're cooking, just to like grab me, twirl me around, and just dance in the kitchen. That would just make my heart melt.
Okay.
Okay. And what about for yourself? I know they want to know.
Honestly, just words. You know, hey, like, how was your day? You know, how are you? You know, I was in a situation before where I didn't get that. So, you know, that resonates with me. So words of affirmation is my love language, my first one. So that's what it is.
All right. Time to pop a balloon.
no, or let's like, all right. I don't care about
Oh,
that. Dang, she popped.
okay. Let's
She
come
said
this
gifts.
way.
You like dancing?
Why'd you end up popping your
Like dancing.
balloon?
So I was like, I really didn't want to pop. I think you're attractive and I love what you
Appreciate
do. I think your career is great and like what you have going on. I'm very into men with purpose and who are high achieving. So I think that that's awesome. And so I was
Oh, you
just like,
pop?
oh my gosh, I just don't have anything to pop on him. But I do feel like you're a little bit older. I mean, I'm
Okay.
open. That's why I was like, should I wait? Because I'm open
For
to
sure.
dating somebody a little bit older. But I'm used to
33.
dating people who are maybe like younger looking. And so that's kind of it. It's not a lot. You're awesome.
Appreciate you.
Arlette.
And I just want them to have a chance. I want you to have a chance with somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
Got you.
thanks.
Now she's someone that's your type.
For sure. For sure. I usually go for women who are a little bit taller, but she's very beautiful. Yeah, so definitely my type.
Thank you. All right, our two ladies left. Any questions for him? You ready? Okay.
Where do you
What's the
see
shorty
yourself
blazer?
in the next 2 years?
This one.
Okay. In the next 2 years, getting a promotion with my company, and then also growing my bakery business. Yeah, so those are the two things that I see myself going in the next 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nice,
What
brother.
about
nice.
over here?
I wish I was doing something.
I'm curious about a life philosophy or motto and why that is for you, if you have one.
I don't.
Oh, I got.
Won't necessarily say I have a life philosophy. One thing I always think about is, you know, just striving for results, driving for results, and failing fast. You know, if you have a short-term memory, you know, you're able to like just move on to something else really quickly, and just having that mentality to where you just attack each and every day the same way.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I just want to say real quick, just because you're on this YouTube thing, and I am reacting and being more transparent. My personal motto, you can see it already here. Actually, have it written out. Never miss twice. Never miss twice. James Clearly. And I don't think you want me to break down what that means to me, etc., etc. But that's just something that I read that stuck out to me for like, yo, just never miss twice. So it doesn't matter. Like, take chances. Same thing as Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy, etc., etc. Never get scared or weary of like taking that first leap. You know what I'm saying? So just never miss twice. Take that opportunity. Exactly. So that's me. That's me, man. If you like this, by the way, subscribe. If you haven't done so.
All right, we're down to our final two. It is time to pop a balloon. Oh, you had another question?
Well, follow up to that. Where do you see yourself? So I was looking for a specific answer. Do you see yourself getting married, having kids? Like, what's the family goals of yours?
My family goals, it's interesting because I always thought I would have a family, kids by the time I was 25. Obviously, that didn't happen, right? We all have these ideals. But in the next 2 years, going towards that. Marriage in 2 years is fast. But if you find your partner and you all speak to each other and that happens, then that happens. Never put a time limit on anything. But yeah, on that trajectory for sure.
Okay.
I don't think he's pushing for it
I
though.
think I'm gonna have to pop.
Yeah, he ain't pushing for it. I'll be honest. I heard it too.
And why'd you end up popping?
Heard it too.
Just because I want someone who is marriage minded and focused on building a
Right on.
family, and time is, you just never know what can happen. But I want someone that has that on their forefront of their mind. So
For sure.
Fair enough.
Now she's someone that's your type?
For sure.
He would've picked
Like I said, I usually talk to taller women. She's very beautiful, very attractive. Great career. So yeah, definitely for sure.
Thanks. We do have our last lady over here, so just want to ask as well. Is she someone that's
I think
your
this
type?
one works. I think this one works. That's me.
She is.
Oh, you got all 32 out. Come on up here.
I think this
So
one
have
works.
you
I
stand
told you,
on
always
that
go with
side
the
of
blazer.
me? No, you'll
It's
stand
literally
over
the
here.
steez that my girl be
Okay,
wearing too,
y'all.
but that's what's
Any final question between the two of you before we determine if we've got a match?
How would your friends describe you?
Funny, outgoing, inspirational. I have a group of around like 50 fellas that we always motivate each other every single day.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
You know 55 people.
Yeah, I
Closely.
do. Like closely, yeah. And we all push each other every day, whether it may be something physical like along
50's a
the
lot.
lines of working out, or within like your work sector. We push each other every day. So yeah, that's what they would describe me as.
And you're good with questions? You have a last one? One last one. If you have one.
Do you have any children?
No.
No? Okay. I don't either. So.
Okay. Well, let me ask my question then.
She's
Is
good
it a
looking,
yes
though.
for you for him?
Yes.
This is my girl.
And is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
We got a match!
Wow.
I'll take the mic.
Tell
And
you,
you
man.
guys can go on
Tell you,
off.
man.
Get your
I
girl.
told you, get the
Make some
blazer.
noise for them
And the
ladies.
handhold too. That's serious. That's serious. Look at it right there, man. Look at it right there. That's serious. It's your boy Henny Knows, man. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, this couple right here. I think it works. I've been calling it out as we reacted to this. I've been calling it out. I do think that one was the one. Happy he snatched her. Good career-minded individual. He's definitely looking to get higher on business. Kids and marriage and etc. is a byproduct for him. Meaning it will come because he's a good dude and he's definitely in that phase. But right now he wants business, getting that going. That's another 2 years. I understand why he picked. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Hit your boy Henny Knows, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Check out the next video. Check out the next video.